So this is going to be my last video of the year. I realize it's only November 1st, 2 months before the end of the year, but it's time to take a break. Not just from making videos, but from consuming them as well. Tomorrow morning when I wake up, I will delete the YouTube app on my phone, and Instagram, and TikTok. The reasons for this are many. Generally speaking, I take a break each year from making videos in January and July to catch my breath and to plan ahead, but this past year I did neither, so I'm a bit tired. Believe it or not, social media is but a small fraction of what I do, and right now I really want to devote myself to my work at the high school, the college, and the elementary school where I chaplain without any added distractions. I am working on 2 very big projects that aren't quite ready to be shared just yet, but I'm really excited about, and they are taking up the little bit of creative energy I have. But most of all, I've come to realize lately that social media is jeopardizing my salvation. This may sound a bit dramatic, but then again, it probably should. We all know the benefits of social media, the incredible resource it can be. At our fingertips is a seemingly infinite reserve of information, creativity, inspiration, and entertainment. Never before have we been able to connect in such an extraordinary way. And yet, we all know the downsides to it as well. Instagram has been shown to increase anxiety. There is nothing you can search on TikTok that doesn't come up with some form of a thirst trap. YouTube comments are a cesspool of division and ignorance, not to mention the fact that the goal of all social media is to keep you on the app as long as possible. I think of the hours that I've spent just scrolling and scrolling when I could have been praying, exercising, talking to a real human being, or just sleeping. It's a lot. And I believe that it is keeping me from the kingdom at the moment. Or at least, if I keep going down this path, it will. Over the past few months, I have really started to see social media as a net negative in my life, a source of anxiety, lust, anger, and sloth. I can't say that it's taken over my life completely or that I'm spiraling out of control, but why would I wait until that moment to change? I feel myself slipping away from where I want to be, so I need to cut it off. Now. This realization actually comes, I think, at a good time for a detox and is the result of my own Franciscan charism. In chapter 3 of our rule, St. Francis requires that the brothers should fast from the Feast of All Saints until Christmas. Just as we dedicate an extended period of time in Lent to do penance before Easter, so too should we do the same before Christmas. 3.5 weeks for an ordinary Advent just isn't enough. And so, that's what I'll be doing. Preparing for Christmas, cleansing myself of a bad habit that keeps me from freedom in Christ, resetting my approach before it gets too bad. I have no intention of staying away permanently. I have a lot of ideas for the channels and ultimately see this as an incredible resource for evangelization, but I do think that the success of this work depends on the foundation of prayer and penance with which I live. Without those things, what would I even have to share? And so let me be the first to say, Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. I hope that your own preparations for Christmas help you to be the disciple Jesus is calling us to be, and that you too will be prepared to welcome Jesus when he comes. If cutting off social media is what you need, then I'll hope you take this opportunity to follow my lead. But even if it's not, I hope you'll take the time to figure out what you actually need to do. Take this time seriously, really prepare. There is nothing more important than your soul. Make sure to feed it and protect it. Because really, you are not going to want to miss what I have to share in January. Big announcements to come. Until then, peace and good to you all.